Alright, this is take 3. Hopefully you guys can see me. I see myself on the screen, but I don't know if it's perfect. It is take 3 because first 2 times the battery has died. I'm using the Sony Bloggy, and the funny thing is I haven't charged this thing in like a month, 2 months. And that's a good thing I like about this camera, that it doesn't constantly need to be charged. You charge it one time fully and it'll last you a long time. But you should keep up with it before you make a video. My advice if you have one. So, to the point in hand, this video is going to be a response video to Athens Thagreat522, as his username or his YouTube name is Thagreat522. Be sure to check him out. Check out his videos, belts, wrestling, shoes, you know, you name it. He put out a video and he asked 3 questions. He answered this very same 3 questions, and he put it out there to fellow wrestling fans and belt collectors to answer these 3 questions. Now, I'm gonna go in order, and I'm gonna answer each question. So, here we go. The first question: the moment that got me hooked into wrestling. Now, it's different to, like, for me, like, my answer is different. It's rare, you can call it. I don't really remember the exact moment where I fell in love with wrestling, the moment that I got hooked in wrestling. Like, I really don't know. I think I was in the 2nd grade, and I think I was on a bus, and there was these kids mentioning, you know, they were talking about wrestling, and me being a curious cat, you know, I was like, oh, what are you talking about? You know, they told me, so told me the channel, you know, I tuned in, and ever since then I was just pretty much hooked, you know. And there's really, like, not a definitive moment. Like, I do remember Stone Cold Steve Austin, though. Like, I remember my childhood wrestling, you know, moments and whatnot. I do remember them, but I don't remember the exact moment where I fell in love with the business, I guess. And, you know, both WWF and WCW. ECW I would watch occasionally here and there when I would see it on TV. I was kind of like a bit like iffy about it because of the quality of the I guess the camera, I guess, because it wasn't like great quality like WWF and WCW were, you know, clear. It was kind of like in the gym most of the time, or a small venue. Like, it was different. But, you know, after, in the later years, I got to really understand wrestling, and I had a passion, not a passion for ECW, but I really understood, and I had a respect for ECW, and that in that sense. And the funny part is, they're not that far away. Well, they weren't that far away in Philly, for the most part, from me. But off topic. But yeah, back to my topic in hand. I don't remember exact moment, but I do remember Stone Cold and The Undertaker, The Rock, you know, Kane. And I was younger. Remember, I was in 2nd grade. I used to be afraid of The Undertaker, and even when I got a little bit older and The Undertaker was in the ministry, he started the whole Ministry of Darkness, like, I would be like afraid of The Undertaker. Like, that's how it was for me. Until eventually I got older and got over it, and I realized it was all scripted. But, you know, that's what I liked about it. I thought it was real, and that's what makes me understand somewhat the PG era now, and how kids feel about John Cena, how they feel it's real to them. Like, we have to remember, yeah, it was the Attitude Era, and it was crazy. Like, it was crazy to stick the things they did on TV. But I understand somewhat, not completely, why, you know, they go after the kids nowadays. Wrestling, by they, I mean, the other point is the money. You know, if the kids want the John Cena shirt, the parents are most likely going to get them a John Cena shirt, and that's money. But, you know, my thought process is actually different. You know, if you want to bring in the most money, why don't you go, you know, and try to bring in the crowd that's actually working and making a living wouldn't you think that would bring you the most money? But you know, it is what it is, and it's not my business, and it is a multi-million-dollar, maybe even $1 billion business. Still, I don't remember. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna get into financial stuff. So that's my moment of how I got hooked and whatnot. So question number 2, my favorite or most memorable heel turn. There's been plenty of heel turns. The most famous heel turn is Hulk Hogan. You know, when he turned on the Hulkamaniacs and he joined the NWO, or he was, you know, the leader of NWO. But that's not my favorite moment. That's not my most memorable moment. My most memorable moment was when Stone Cold Steve Austin, because you remember the previous question, I said Stone Cold was one of the main reasons that I got into wrestling, because of his character and the way he was. It was just cool. But when Stone Cold, WrestleMania 17, I know Todd, I think, chose the same one, when he beat The Rock, hit him with the steel chair, 1, 2, 3, beat him with the steel chair with the help of Vince McMahon, and then shook Vince's hand. That was the moment where I was like, what? What are you doing? And I'm sure it wasn't just me. It was a whole bunch of other people who were just like, what are you doing? Like, how are you going to feud with this guy for so long and now you're going to be friends with him? Like, it makes no sense. You know, it was always DTA, don't trust anybody. And now, you know, you're kissing, you know, arse, as Sheamus says it. And, yeah, that was the most memorable heel turn. It wasn't my favorite heel turn, but that was my most memorable heel turn. My most favorite heel turn will be when John Cena finally turns heel. And I don't know if that'll ever happen, but that will be my favorite heel turn. Because I have nothing against Cena, the person. I don't have nothing against Cena, because I don't know the person. I don't have anything against Cena as the fact that he's the hero, but it's just how he's a hero, and it's just like the whole business aspect. Like, Cena I don't think he's ever tapped that as a face, if I'm correct. He's Super Cena. He overcomes all the odds, and I know that you're supposed to give kids encouragement to never give up and stand up for what you believe in and whatnot, but people like us, like, let's be real now, like, wrestling fans, we want to see crazy things happen. Like, I guess there's an attitude error in us, but it's more than that. Like, just be real about everything. But again, back on topic to these questions. So those are 2 questions. Now the third question: if you can keep one belt. Now, thank God this question isn't real and I don't have to keep one belt. If you keep one belt in your collection or in general, what belt would it be? This is a tough question. Very, very tough question. And I'm close to saying I don't even know what belt, because I love them all, especially if they've stood in my collection. A lot of people know I trade belts, but, you know, most of the time get them back. Todd, again, chose the WWF Big Eagle. And when I was, you know, when I first got into belt collecting and found out about belts, that was the #1 belt. That was my #1 priority. But it wasn't the first belt I ever got. First belt I ever got just happened to be this bad boy right here. The Premier World Heavyweight title. Now, this Premier belt has no logo. It's pretty much an independent belt. But I chose this route. I chose to get this one first. Now, why? I can't really give you a definitive answer, but I can tell you this, that when you look at this, and some people love it, some people hate it, some people don't care for it, but when you look at this, it just screams out world champion. Okay, sorry about that. Got cut off, ran out of space, but we're back. So, anyways, on topic, it screams out world title. This thing right here, to me at least, it just screams out world heavyweight champion, because look at it. It has the globe in the front, has the eagle up top. You know, it has continents on the side, or countries on the side, because, yeah, they're countries, not continents. Why I say continents? Anyways, sorry about that. It has countries on the side. It just screams out world heavyweight title. It's big, but it's not massive. You know, it's a big title, but it's a world title. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably one of the main reasons I got it. On top of the fact that it's 4mm thick, has great detail, and I chose this over the Big Eagle. Now, mind you, the Big Eagle was the second title that I've ever acquired and stayed in my collection. And yes, I've traded this title twice, but I've gotten it back, and to me, it just means something. Like, you know, the fact that it came back to me twice, it must be a sign. So that's one. You know, that's probably why this belt won out, if you want to call it. Now, I thank God I don't have to keep one belt only, and I have plenty of belts that I admire, and hopefully more to come. But, you know, that's my answer. Those are my answers. And with that being said, the same thing as the Gray said, Todd said, and J.R. Reed said. I would like other people to just, you know, make a video and just answer these questions, and yeah, it'll be cool. Continue going on. Also, sorry about that. I have my own questions. I gotta get a prop. Give me a second. But this is not the ball I wanted. My other ball's over there. But mine's gonna be pretty much the same question, and do a little twist. Not everybody has to do it, and I'm not gonna do mine with this one. But my questions are gonna be sports. How many of you guys or gals are sports fans, and what got you into sports and your favorite teams? I'm gonna choose the 4 major sports: basketball, football, baseball, and hockey. I'm Spanish, and yeah, I watch hockey. I'm a Flyers fan. So I have a basketball in my hand. I have my basketball over there. I'm a huge baseball fan, but that's a question I'm gonna throw out to you guys. How did you get into sports if you like sports? And what are your 4 major sports teams? And the other question is your most memorable sports moment, whether it be live at an event, or watching it on TV, or a replay. Those are my questions to you guys. I will make a video of that. Just have to remind myself because I'm pretty busy nowadays. So yeah. So thank you, ATH Great, for giving me that idea. I am gonna bring out that video and say that. That being said, I have another video that I have a surprise coming. Another surprise. Sometime next week, hopefully. Also, I want to give a special shout out to someone that commented on my video, and his name is Rude2325. He had commented on one of my videos and said his goal is to have, you know, to get a shout out from me. And, you know, I don't think I'm nothing special, but, you know, here's a shout out, bro. You do have to come out more videos. I know I used to watch some of your videos. You know, you admire belts just like every one of us, and you know, you should continue. If you still have belts, you should continue making videos and just showing off your belts. So shout outs to the usual: Todd, Matsuoka, Loco 132 159. I think he has a new video out. Check that out. Gmail for Life, Seneca V. Did I say Thagreat522? Yeah, if I didn't, again, J.R. Reed, Replica Pro Wrestling, even World Wrestling Federations, that's actually a channel on here. Danny Galvez TV, Jonathan Vanderzeel, and hopefully I didn't forget anyone else. If I did, I'm sorry. But yeah, that's it, guys. Comment, rate, share, subscribe. Again, be sure to make a response video to this video and to the questions that I threw out there. Check you guys out later. Peace.